So, hey guys, Chauzu here. And yeah, we finally got a new arena against Sasaki. What makes me really happy about this is that arena is like the standard gameplay, I'd say. Like, 5 stages is perfect. The difficulty is just right usually. So I'm just happy to be able to build a lot of new teams against interesting content, interesting debuffs to handle. And yeah, this one is definitely not easy, but also not terribly suffocating, I'd say. In this first easy, I made it easy for myself though. Every team has a captain that resists special reavers, and that makes it a lot easier. We'll see what I do in the future. But yeah, I don't like starting with like the most optimal. We get there later, or like the most impressive, maybe it's the better word. But yeah, Uta is obviously really good for this, since Uta gives 3 turns of buffs, is int against all the side bosses, and also resists both special reavers and paralysis, both are valuable. And since I figured many people will do Uta teams, obviously, I saw a lot of Uta friend captains when team building. I decided I wanted to do as accessible team as possible, because like Uta is one of the most hype legends of the year, so I presume most people have Uta. So I just made the most accessible subs I could think of. And yeah, I think the team turned out pretty decently. Using Luffy Whitebeard here, I'll probably just say that they are the free-to-play unit of the year, in my opinion. I've used them so much already. Their kit always turns out to be very useful in many circumstances. Here we get a lot of tandem orbs, and also remove some of the damage reduction. And Komurasaki handles the rest of the damage reduction and removes the attack down with the support she had. So yeah, we're not going to use any support this turn. We haven't removed the special bind yet, but we have enough damage anyway. And yeah, when I was team building, I had missed that Sasaki revives. I did get quite a shock seeing that. Both revive and block orbs, that's actually pretty rough. Without that, this content will be more normal. I'd say that revive with block orbs makes it more difficult. Obviously it does, but it gears it towards one of the more difficult arenas. But yeah, Sasaki, chase the block orbs, remove special bind, and then we can use Uta again to get an attack boost as well. I also use the super class to get a bit more damage. Second team is probably the fun team of the video, quotation marks. I just decided that I wanted to abuse the potential to burn, and versus Ace was just perfect since he has his special reavers as well. And I wanted to hybrid with something, either something that removes paralysis or something that removes special bind. And I opted for Yamato and Ace. They resist special binds, so we can ignore that final stage. And yeah, they have pretty good synergy overall. Like, we'll use them both final stage, so versus Ace will give the ore boost, Yamato Ace will give the attack boost. The fun thing here is that on the final stage, the top row gets full special reverse, so if you have special maxed, it goes down to the beginning. So this means that a unit like versus Ace doesn't resist all of the special reverse, since he has 13 CD with LB plus, I think. So he will lack 3 CD. So Kiku will remove all the paralysis and reduce CD by 2. And then Yamato Ace, I can use their special because Yamato Ace has 2 levels of special, so I can use the level 1 special. This will reduce CD by 1. So after that I can use Yamato versus Ace. And I will also have a matching orb due to the Weavy support, so I get both the chain boundary and I get the orb boost for 2 turns. And the versus special will also give 2 turns of burn conditional. And yeah, The units I have not talked about yet, Yamato, just final stage to give me 1 orbs, basically. And on this stage, I'll be using the Sabo and Koala and Brook. Not often you use Sabo and Koala nowadays, but yeah, they are the best special for the job. Both changing block orbs and giving quite a bit of damage. Would have loved to put the Weaver support on them as well, but Ace had the Weaver support and I couldn't find any other support to guarantee strength orb, so yeah. Brook handles all the defensive effects, and is an additional int unit to do more damage later. So yeah, not the biggest kill, but it will do. So yeah, you need to be Ace on that stage, by the way, because in the single form, Ace is the only one who has recover when hitting perfects. So you need those recovers. Otherwise, Sasaki screws you over here if you have too low HP. But yeah, this is one of those stages where I feel like the specials just work perfectly. Like there's a certain beauty when a team comes together perfectly like this that I enjoy. One of the most fun parts of team building, in my opinion. Ace also makes all orbs matching, which lets me use Yamato for the 1 orbs, lock them with Jinbei. He use Ace again for the burn conditional. And yeah, it's going to be a very easy kill. I don't even think I have to hit with the int units here, that's how much damage we're doing. Yeah, very easy. And yeah, we don't need to use any special on the revive, we still have the chain boundary, orb boost and burn conditional. And that's more than enough damage now. So yeah, very cool team, not particularly optimal, but yeah. The next team is pretty good though, might be the best team of the video, honestly. We're doing a Halloween Ace and Halloween Mihawk hybrid. This is like a true Halloween team, like the top 2 rows are like the 4 first Halloween legends. So it's pretty random to be able to fit them on a team, but it actually works out pretty well. Like Ace resists both special reavers and special bind, which is obviously amazing. And if we add Mihawk to the mix, we also resist paralysis. So we resist like 3 of the main debuffs. Mihawk special also removes damage reduction, which is a huge thing you need to remove. And the attack down will be removed by Shirahoshi and Manchury. And Shirahoshi and Manchury manages to do a quite impossible task of both removing block orbs, removing attack down, and keeping unchangeable orbs for the revive final stage, and also not a color orb or anything. So yeah, she's definitely the only unit who can do that in one single unit. Also the Leo support, super clutch, means we stall 2 less turns basically, which makes this team a lot faster. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. We just use all the Halloween boys here. So we get attack, orb, call affinity and chain boost for this stage and final stage. And then for the revive, I have the 6+ speed to Blackbeard just to do a ton of damage. So yeah, I was able to remove a lot of support, like I had the Custard support before, for example, but then I realized I do enough damage, I don't need it, but if you feel like you don't do enough damage final stage, you can just put Custard on. Oh yeah, you can't because I don't use any special final stage. Never mind, but I'm sure you do enough damage anyway. But yeah, first we need to get matching orbs, or Shirahoshi Manchury can't do the rainbow orbs. But thankfully we do have the super type special of Mihawk, so we get full board of matching orbs. Swap for rainbow orbs, and then you just need to make sure you don't hit with Blackbeard, so he can keep his rainbow orb. And yeah, here it depends on how good your Blackbeard is. Mine is very good, so I don't tap much. If you have a weaker Blackbeard, you can just tap a few more times. Simple as that. But yeah, I do think this is the best team of the video, but I look forward to making more teams. Maybe today, definitely tomorrow otherwise. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.